Welcome to Behind the Event, where we take you behind the scenes of all the concerts, festivals, and happenings in Grand Lake. I'm here with my guest today, Cody Frost with Grass Mountain Trailhead. Thanks for being with us, Cody.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's jump right into it. Grass Mountain Trailhead, how did that come to be?
Well, it's basically a group of guys that we've played together off and on in different bands over the years, playing bluegrass music, and we just needed something where we can get together every now and then and have that outlet of playing some bluegrass together.
Yeah? How'd you get into bluegrass originally?
Let's see, probably around 1987, 1988. My mom and dad took us to a bluegrass festival in Langley at Powderhorn Park. I don't think Dad or anybody knew anything about bluegrass at that time, but thought we'd go check it out. We borrowed Grandpa's Winnebago and went over there, and we've been hooked ever since.
And that's when he got into bluegrass too?
Yep.
Wow. And he is the operator of the actual association, right? Which is
Right.
River Ridge Bluegrass
That's
Association.
correct. That's correct.
And they're the ones that are putting on the shows.
Yep.
And this just happens to be your weekend to play with your guys, huh?
It does, yeah.
Right on. Cool. So how'd you get with those guys?
See, Clayton, the banjo player, Clayton Cunningham, he and I have been buddies for probably close to 30 years, and we've played together in different bluegrass bands over the years, just jamming together off and on. And when I started getting some calls a few years ago to play some bluegrass shows, I just assembled a bunch of guys together, and he happened to be my banjo picker.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So why bluegrass?
Man, I think when I got into it, I don't think I was really, when I got into playing guitar, let me rephrase that. I don't think I was really intended on being a bluegrass picker. I just wanted to play guitar. And the people I had help me get going and start my learning journey happened to be more bluegrass style pickers. I think it just kind of veered me down that path. But man, I just love it. It's so authentic, and
Absolutely.
yeah, there's nothing but the music. You know, I play rock too with my girls, and that's a lot of fun. But with the acoustic stuff, there's no effects, there's no loud amps. It's just raw music, and it's just gets in your blood.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, bluegrass in this area, I mean, is basically a time-honored tradition. I mean, for some reason, and I know, you know, Tennessee, other areas too, but in Northeast Oklahoma and Southwest Missouri, man, bluegrass is still a real...
There's a decent circle of bluegrass pickers around the area.
Yeah.
Tulsa, down south, out west. I mean, it's kind of a small circle, but if you're in that bluegrass circle, no matter where you live in the four-state area or surrounding, you kind of know everybody that's into it. And
Oh, absolutely.
somebody gets a jam put together, or a festival's going on, people meet there, have jam sessions all night.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
kind of one of them circle things.
Well, speaking of the circle, if someone were wanting to get into bluegrass, where do you think they should start?
To start learning to play, you mean?
Yeah, or what kind of, resources do they have around here?
Well, as you know, I'm co-owner of Dad's Music Shop.
Yeah.
And we've started some beginning lessons there. It's not necessarily bluegrass, but it gets you started
It's a
playing
foot in the
guitar.
door. Yeah.
And it might help you decide, once you get started playing guitar, what kind of music you want to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Once you learn some chords and learn how to strum and that kind of thing. But as far as a bluegrass thing, come to the River Ridge shows every month and listen to some of the bands Dad has come in, and start looking around at other festivals like the Bluegrass and Chili Festival. It's one of the biggest festivals you can attend, and it's this year going to be in Tahlequah, but it's always got the biggest names in bluegrass there every year.
Yeah.
Best of the best.
Wow. Yeah, and like I said, this area still seems to be ingratiated with that type of music. You know, you have people like Jana Jay and
Yeah.
people that she plays with her festival, you know, American
Right.
Heritage and the Fiddle Camp and all that. It's living on in
Yeah.
this area, and I love that, you know, for such a old style of music, and I say old just because it's been around for so long,
Right.
you know.
Harbor Village is another one. They
Absolutely.
They like to hire bluegrass bands. We've played out there a few times.
Yeah.
It's So that's just another area where you can go listen to some music every now and then.
Yeah, and people still love it. And part of it is because of that acoustic aspect, you know. You can see the talent in these people. You know, there's no pedals, there's no...
Right,
You know, you're really seeing these guys, you know, in full... you know, I still to this day I have a banjo and I cannot play it, and I've never really been a finger picker anyway. I'm more of a strummer, you know, and I did that out of necessity, so I had something to sing to. But whenever I picked up that banjo, man, I was lost. It is just, and to watch those guys do it flawlessly, you know, I mean, it's amazing to me. And all of the instruments, you know, I love steel guitar and you know, all those things that just add to that. It's so full. It's such a full sound, even coming from, you know, an acoustic instrument.
So fundamentally, bluegrass music's pretty simple. Most songs are just 3 or 4 chords, but the level of the musicianship when they perform that is just, it's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So if somebody were to come to the show this weekend, what should they expect?
Well, if you've never been, it's kind of known for having good chili and homemade pies.
Yeah, I saw the pie.
Yeah, so the doors open at 5 every month, and that gives you a chance to get your chili and your pie, and then the show starts at 6. But it's a good family atmosphere, family friendly. It's not all night either. Show's usually over by 8.
Right.
So it's usually 45 minutes to an hour, and then they take a little break in between. They give away some prizes, and
yeah, that's cool.
They've got a really nice homemade quilt right now that they're selling raffle tickets on. It's beautiful. It's homemade by one of the local ladies. Wow. So you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
As far as the prizes go.
That's cool though, man, and it's neat that you guys do the chili and the pie. For some reason, to me, it seems like those things go hand in hand.
Right.
And it's a great space, you know, at the middle school auditorium. You know, it's a little bit more intimate, but it's still comfortable. Yes. You know, it's got a decent stage, and I assume the acoustics are pretty good in there.
Yeah, I mean, they got a sound system they bring in every month and set up. It's top-notch sound system. It's actually brand new this year. They just upgraded it.
Awesome.
But yeah, the atmosphere is perfect for this. Comfortable seats, nice elevated stage. Most bands, I know mine and other bands, enjoy playing there just because the theater type atmosphere, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And is this the last show of this season, or is
there... April.
April.
We got one more, yeah.
Right on. Well, thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you're here for our inaugural episode.
Right.
Everybody, Cody Frost, you're going to catch him this weekend, March 8th. It's this Saturday at the Grove Middle School Auditorium. Doors are open at 5.
5 o'clock.
Show starts at 6.
Yeah.
And come get your bluegrass on, little Pickin and Grinnin.
Yep.